What's up, NFL fans? I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and don't forget to check out and purchase your copy of our latest football game plan book, Stiff Arming Football Myths. We have these available in both PDF and paperback form.
Gotta get away, gotta get away, gotta get away. Can't get no rest. Work all day. When will I learn?
Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you our 2015 NFL Draft Special, and we're going inside the war room with the New York Giants. We're going to take a look at their team needs to see what players could be possible selections to help fill those needs. But first, let's start off by taking a look at the Giants' upcoming picks in this year's draft.
First, let's take a look at the mock draft rules. Number one, these picks are based off what I would do as the GM of the football team and what I believe the team needs are. And second, these rankings are my own personal rankings, which you can find on our website at footballgameplan.com/NFL draft. And this is not indicative of where I think these guys will actually go in April's draft. First, let's take a look at some of the team needs of the New York Giants. You look at safety being first and foremost, in my opinion. They need help at both safety spots. I also look at the offensive line. I know when they got Jeff Schwartz back in the lineup, that offensive line improved dramatically. I still think they need some help, let's say at left tackle or even at guard down the line, maybe in the second or third round in this draft. And also you look at the outside linebacker position. They have to get more athletic and more technically and fundamentally sound at the second level. And defensive line depth is always a key with the Giants. That's how they're able to get to the quarterback on a consistent basis. In the first round, I was able to select Landon Collins out of Alabama, the best combo safety in this draft class, and he reminds me a lot of what Antrell Rowe brought to the table for the Giants on the back end. I think he could have the same type of impact in the secondary. In the second round, I addressed the offensive line with Cedric Ogbah out of Texas A&M, who's coming off a knee injury, but I like the fact that he's able to play both left and right tackle, which always provides that flexibility up front for the offensive line. Kwon Alexander out of LSU is a coach's dream because he's fundamentally sound. This is a guy that doesn't blow assignments, he doesn't take false steps, and he's always around the football. I think he'll be a better pro than he was at LSU. I doubled down on the safety spot for the Giants with Clayton Geathers out of Central Florida, 6'2", 215, and he actually plays a lot like Landon Collins. You can put him in the hole, you can put him back deep, and he'll do just fine. He also has the ability to match up versus tight ends. I'm a big fan of Lott out of Chattanooga at 6'4", 314. He had an excellent week of practice at the East-West Shrine game, and also in the game itself, he was very disruptive, and I think he can be that impact player on the defensive line on a rotational basis for the Giants. Another player that had an excellent week at the East-West Shrine game was Siderius Smith. Actually got the call up to go to the Senior Bowl as well and had a very solid week of practice there also. What I like about his game is the fact that he can play anywhere along that defensive line, and we know how much the Giants value defensive players with versatility up front. I wanted to give the Giants an excellent 1-2 punch at tight end. They already have Larry Donnell on the roster. Adding Gerald Christian out of Louisville helps give them that. You look at a guy that does a great job as an H-back, helping out in the running game while also being a very solid receiver in the intermediate area. And wrapping up the Giants draft, I look at Tank Jakes, the outside linebacker out of Memphis, 5'11", 228, who can also play Mike backer if need be. So again, getting guys that can do more than one thing is always a valuable asset to have when you're looking at the Giants defensive players. So let's recap the Giants mock draft. You look at Landon Collins, Clayton Geathers helping out the secondary guys at the second level like Kwon Alexander and Tank Jakes at the linebacker position. I also look at the defensive line, getting valuable, versatile guys in Lott, Siderius Smith, and also adding a very good offensive tackle that's going to be coming off an injury, so you don't have to play him early, and Cedric Ogbah out of Texas A&M. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Giant fan forums for always showing football game plan support.